This is going to be my first video as a thought daughter. If you are young and you are black and you kind of sort of look like me, not exactly look like me because I can't really say that we all twins. Let me hold your hand when I say this. You do not need to already be living a life of luxury in order to gain traction on social media. There, I said it. And I just felt like I would be the best person to relay this message because why not? And I feel like I'm going to say something that a lot of people think, but they don't actually say or put into words because the internet and people who just blindly support always have like that, or you're just jealous of them, or why can't you be happy for somebody else? And it's not that. It's really not that. Plus, I just felt like I just wanted to be one of the people that just say what everybody else is thinking, but not in like a devil's advocate kind of way. Like, people like that should be annoying. Like, we don't always need that for every conversation. Every think piece does not need a devil's advocate. But like I said, young black girls, you do not need to be doused in luxury 24/7 in order to gain traction on social media. You don't. You really don't. And it's nothing wrong if you already have it like that before social media, before YouTube, before any of that. It's nothing wrong with that. This is specifically for people that use wealth and use displays of wealth to purposely gain traction and to purposely gain subscribers. And their subscribers usually are people who aspire to be them, who aspire to live the life that they live, especially at such a young age. Like, of course you're gonna want to see an 18-year-old spending $100,000 at Lennox. Of course you're gonna want to see a 21-year-old buying their own yacht. Who wasn't? Who wasn't? Who wouldn't? But it's predatory, and y'all don't know how to handle it. A lot of y'all really don't know how to handle it, and it can get really sad at one point. Like, the amount of self-deprecation that I see from young girls, just young people, period, throughout these social media apps, it's appalling. And it's so crazy how normalized it is. Like, that whole trend of give me your game card and saying and commenting I love your life under these people's posts. How is you cool? What's wrong with you? Whenever you say that, it's basically you're telling me that you don't think that you're worth all of the success and abundance that they have, because you can have it for yourself. And no, you don't have to sell drugs. No, you don't have to sell your cat. You don't have to do none of that. Well, that's just one way you can do it. That's just one way you can do it, guys. But I'm saying that that's not where all the money comes from, really not. But the point is what I'm trying to say is you lose whenever you put all that stuff, whenever you put other people on a pedestal. And it'd be really, really disturbing too. Like, Tatiana Chanel is 18 years old. You're 27. You're commenting on her, posting that you love her life, and for her to give you her game card. Okay, you had 7 years of your 20s to figure that out. But see, everybody goes through different things. We all have different lives. So I can't really say that, because then that would just be wrong, and then that would just bring people with like, well, how do you know she wasn't kidnapped during those 2 years of her 20s? Like, I don't know. But I just know that I'm not going to be fawning over somebody when I know that I can get up and go get it myself. That's all I'm saying. Get up, go get it yourself, and you can be different. At one point, I used the logic of, well, I'm just going to follow the format of, a successful YouTuber that's already successful, because that just makes sense, does it not? That makes sense for a time, but then you have to branch out and actually do this thing called being an individual. And if they do the things that you don't necessarily, align with, then it's really not going to work. Like, it's really not going to work. You're better off just being yourself and just showing what you do on a day-to-day basis, and just waiting for people that actually like you to find you. And then another thing, like being a lifestyle content creator, like YouTuber, that shit can get elitist really, really quick. Like, really quick. And it's another reason why I kind of sort of will not engage or push out that type of content, because shit, I fuck around and show a haul of like my Ricks or something like that. Here come a girl that's notorious for saying, "Show me a band, and then we can talk." Like, oh, be cool. Like, be cool. For people that have money, y'all always flaunt it like it's gonna be gone tomorrow. It's just really weird. And I just came on here to say it's that big headedness. It's that big headedness that I cannot stand from black people, and the only thing they have to show for it are the shoes on their feet and the hair on their head and maybe the jacket off their back. I really don't know. But I just really said all this to say if you are a young black girl wanting to get into YouTube, wanting to get into content creation, that you don't need to have all the bells and whistles in order to be seen as interesting, because people just gonna flock to you because of just who you are, period. You know, there are those who are blessed to, be able to record their experiences or them experiencing life as, the daughter or the son of a wealthy, I don't know, actor or actress, or like, just stuff like that. Stuff like that. I hope that what I'm trying to say actually is conveyed. Like, you can actually see what I'm trying to say. I don't want black girls, I don't want black people, period, to feel as if they're only worth something whenever they show that they can afford something. It's just gonna be certain shit that's really not in you, for real. Like, I know for me personally, of course I can do a maintenance vlog. Of course I can do a Target run. Of course I can do hygiene routines. But see, hygiene routines, that's a different ball game. That's a different ball game. That's a different ball game, because young ladies, they actually need those videos, because not all of us have mothers. So, not too much on that. But you know what I mean, like the basic it girl YouTuber. I can do all of that. And I tried doing that. But it's like, good God, that's a lot, baby girl. That's a lot. Like, I'm not trying to get my hair done every 2 weeks. I'm like, and not saying that they do that, and not saying that that's what gets them. Yes, it is. Let's stop playing around. Let's stop playing around. We watch these girls, we watch these people because they do the things that we wish we can do on the regular, right? But you don't have to set up your digital footprint. You don't have to set up your literal business as a YouTuber just like that. If you can't do that, you don't need to do that. If you don't want to do that, you don't need to do that. Just be different. Just think outside the box. You know, especially being black, especially being young and being black. That's what I'm trying to say. Especially as a young lady. Just think outside the box. Don't fawn over others, and do not fawn over others' material gain, because it's going to fuck you up in the end. And people that use their wealth as a catalyst, for YouTube and like social media, great, more power to them. But it's your responsibility to know that if that's not you, baby girl, do something else. Do something else that's gonna make you stand out. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really want to talk too much about this because it's just gonna sound like hate, and ain't nobody being no hater. Like, don't be weird. Stop self-deprecating, and enjoy your life. Enjoy your life to the point where you don't need to live through others. Because I noticed I was doing that shit too. Like, I stopped. Like, I don't need to watch this vlog. I don't need to watch everybody. I don't need to see nobody else have fun. Okay? I think I just need to sit down. Like, bye, y'all.